What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to SeaWorld Productions. So it finally has come to fruition, you guys. Apparently, this is coming from some big trades that Sony is canceling their Spider-Manless universe. So films like Venom, Madam Web, Morbius, Kraven the Hunter will be the last film that they will put out for now. Now, that doesn't mean that they're canceling, Beyond the Spider-Verse. That's still in the works, you guys. Spider-Man 4 with Marvel Disney is still in the works. And the Spider-Man Noir series with Nicolas Cage is still going forward. But as far as like Spider-Man villains, we will no longer be getting those as of right now. And I think this is a smart decision because there's been nothing positive that has really came out of this universe. And fans aren't yearning. We don't want this universe. Like, there has been nothing that's been super exciting other than Venom and the symbiote transferring over into the Marvel Cinematic Universe at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home. That is the only benefit, the only, shining light that has come from this universe. I was never the biggest fan of, Tom Hardy's Venom and Eddie Brock. I think that the MCU can do a much better version. He really never got to be the full Venom that we've seen and, from the comic book to the animated series with, the white symbol on his chest and he web swinging. He's never gotten to be that kind of Venom, the Venom that I wanted. Carnage was a major letdown in Venom Let There Be Carnage. Morbius was a major letdown. And I still think that there could be potential for Morbius if he does decide to cross over with a Mahershala Ali blade or even join the Midnight Suns. If given Marvel Studios full control with writing the character for that particular project, I think that would be a brilliant idea. And I would love to see Jared Leto return as Morbius in the MCU. But as far as like Madam Web, you guys, just total bombs and just unnecessary characters given millions of dollars to make these movies. It's so useless. If you wanted to introduce Madam Web, your chance and opportunity was talking to Marvel Studios and having something appear or having her appear in Spider-Man No Way Home. It's a multiverse storyline. You could have did something. You could have casted an older version like a Jamie Lee Curtis. That could have worked. Just like in the animated series. That would have been a banger. But you decide to give her a pointless own solo film that bombed at the box office. And it's looking, as of right now, you guys, the projection numbers for Kraven the Hunter, which comes out this Friday. I plan on seeing it this Friday. It's even lower than Madam Web. And it doesn't, the fact that, this got out, they're canceling everything is only going to hurt Kraven the Hunter. It's only going to hurt it. Now, I'm on the side of where I want to go see Kraven the Hunter. From what I've seen from the footage, the trailers, I think it looks like a lot of fun. The R-rated, I think it's going to be something drastically different than what they've given us before. So I do believe that there's a glimmer of hope with Kraven the Hunter. But as far as Aaron Taylor Johnson, continuing on to play, this character and, fighting Spider-Man, I think that is I think it's a wrap. I think he's going to move on and, join a big blockbuster franchise like James Bond. It's been speculated. It's been rumored. But as far as like everything else, man, it's just been pointless. The introduction to Noel at the end of Venom, The Last Dance, right? Know what I mean? Like, why would you introduce that character if your plans were to just completely scrap everything involved with your Spider-Man-less universe? So it ultimately made no sense. And I think that this is a good decision moving forward. Now, if Sony wants to do more Spider-Man films, then by all means, why not? But I have a feeling that they're focusing on those three projects as of right now. The Spider-Man 4, the Noir series, and the Beyond the Spider-Verse. I mean, that should be your main focus right now. The fact that doesn't even have a release date, delayed indefinitely, how is that not your main focus? Getting that film out is important to complete arguably one of the greatest trilogies of all time. So I would literally focus on that animated film and everything else. Marvel Studios, they can handle, Spider-Man 4, Kevin Feige and the boys over there, they got that. And as far as like, the Nicolas Cage project, it seems interesting. The set photos seem like a lot of fun and it's a Spider-Man. So there's a possibility. Sony does well with their Spider-Man films. They've arguably delivered two of the greatest Spider-Man movies, live action of all time, with Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi. So I'm not saying that they can't cook. Let the creatives get behind the camera and really create. Don't let this become an executive corporation decision when you're trying to come up with these stories. Hire creative people who love the process, who love the source material, who love the comic books, who love these characters, and let them adapt these characters like they should be adapted. It makes all the sense in the world. But when it comes to money and it comes to dollar signs, you get thrown out like a Madam Web. You get thrown out like a Morbius. These characters that obviously, just that don't resonate with a lot of people. I mean, the director of Morbius said, he shouldn't have directed that movie. And I was like, yikes. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? When your director doesn't even believe his own vision for the movie, that probably even it probably wasn't even his own vision. It was Sony's vision. Probably Amy Pascal and everybody over there. This is what we need. Check off all the boxes, blah, blah, blah. You can add a little bit of your creative input, but that's about it. Kills me. It kills me. So I am happy that this is finally going to end with Kraven the Hunter releasing, this week. That is it. I wouldn't be mad if we never saw Tom Hardy's Venom. Never left, he never left an everlasting impact on me as far as, live action Marvel characters. Gone. Morbius, gone. Madam Web, gone. Kraven, it could be a different story. But it's time to put this to bed and focus on the projects that matter the most. And, listen to your fan base. Honestly, I don't think anybody was really asking for a Venom trilogy. Yeah, the first one made some money. The second one, didn't make as much money. And the third one made less money. So that should tell you there is a decline in interest for your franchise when your top character and your universe is making less, and less. It's pretty obvious from here, you guys, honestly. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about all these playing Sony, Spider-Manless villains, all their films and projects being canceled. Who knows how many more projects they had lined up in store, for their universe. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Spider-Man 4 Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm really curious to see when those, will come to play, and, just if Beyond the Spider-Verse can, potentially get, released sometime soon. Because I know that there's a whole bunch of drama right now. It's just it's frustrating and it's upsetting because, the first two films were so damn good, and, you just want them to close out this arc for Miles Morales and, this animated style and, the biggest, best possible way. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. And of course, thank you for taking time out of your day for watching C-Roll Productions. Peace.